What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight is our weekly edition of RevX's Wrestling Review, brought to you by myself, Buddhafire, and my co-host MJ Hat.
What's up,
here
guys?
to bring you the wrestling world of the week and a full recap of tonight's Smackdown. So that being said, let's go ahead and tell everybody that we do have a stage open right now. If you would like to come on and chat with us, we'll be more than happy to have you. Please come on. Let's go. Actually, Hat just put that in the chat for you guys. And also, if you're not a part of the Doobie Den, please do us a favor. Come join our community in Discord. I'm going to go ahead and put that up for you right now in the chat. That way you've got both of those up. But guys, we're just a small knit community. We have a lot of fun. It's a lot of Star Trek. Sorry.
How dare
Star Trek
you?
community. Yeah, I know, right? Again, sorry. And just, a lot of family and stuff. But we're just a small knit community. We like to help out where we can, and we would love to have you guys. So if you want to join a small knit community and meet new content creators, streamers, gamers like yourselves, do me a favor, click that link below. Come join the Doobie Den, guys, and we have cookies, and as Hat likes to say,
What do I like to say?
we have milk too. Jesus.
I say
Try to bring you
cookies.
in, man.
I say
No,
cookies.
I said cookies. You said the milk too.
That is my bot saying cookies. Thank you kindly. All right,
Oh, fuck
now. That being said, let's go ahead and get into the news stories this week. We're gonna start out by let's talk about Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. They've not been on commentary at all this week. Do you know why?
So Wade Barrett's on vacation. I think Michael Cole is too, is he not?
Yeah, okay. He is. However, there was some speculation that they were removed, Wade Barrett in particular, because of Nikki Bella. He made some comments before Clash in Paris. That turned out to be false later on, and Wade Barrett is just on vacation. So no fear, guys. Michael Cole and Wade Barrett will be returning here in a couple weeks. AJ Lee's return. 178 million views on social media in the first 24 hours. That is huge.
That is like the biggest thing that WWE's ever had do that.
Anyone should be lucky and thankful to have those kind of views on any platform. Period.
I agree.
AEW, afraid for competition, changes their start time to All Out because of WrestlePalooza. Another top story this week. There was the Triple H pictures that WWE was upset about. I'm sure everybody's heard, though, that Triple H didn't look like he was still in prime physical condition, so WWE's pissed off that paparazzi, people on Triple H's boat, released pictures of him looking like an old man. He's an old man.
Let me stop you right there for a second. Okay? Ric Flair didn't look ripped at 60. Hulk Hogan, he had a belly, bro. He might have still had some jacked arms, but he had a belly.
Yeah.
The Rock, I'm sorry, but he's gotten bigger over the years.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
really
saying.
not.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
I'm ashamed that this
why?
even... I'm ashamed when I was typing this into the notes. I was like, we're really going to have to cover this week. But that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So, I don't know. Announcement, though. WrestleMania 43 will be emanating from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia this year, or next year. So, or year after. 2027. 2027, yeah, that's
2027, yeah.
And Monday night, Raw is going to be starting an hour earlier than usual, so make sure you're aware of that, guys.
Yeah, 7 p.m. this time around. They're getting ready for WrestlePalooza, so...
That's about all I got for the news this week, though. What do you think?
Well, let me ask you something on that last little bit of information.
Which
43 one? In Saudi Arabia, like...
Yeah.
Something tells me this not go as planned.
After the stink that CM Punk raised year before last, and then he went this year, I think that's behind us. I think we'll see a little bit from...
I'm not meaning that. I'm meaning I don't see
Go ahead.
People paying that much to fly across seas.
Oh, it won't, man. They still will. People will pay
I
for
mean,
those
I
tickets.
see it happening, but can they house that?
Sure, sure.
Think
We,
so? Well,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, I guess they can, considering the fact that like they have Riyadh like sports season that's got a little bit of everything. So yeah, okay, yeah. I guess I kind of answered my own question on that. I don't know. I know they do big things and they do great with we have the Clash or not Clash but Crown Jewel is held there,
which is coming
and
up.
it does wonderful. Don't get me wrong, but are they ready for that?
I
Like,
think
there's a whole difference between Crown Jewel, which is just something they kind of throw together, and WrestleMania that's been a year-long build where stories glorifyingly close at this show.
I agree.
And
I
it's 2 nights. They've not done a 2 night event.
That's true.
That's 4+ hours long each night.
Yeah.
That's going to be big, man. That's going to be heavy.
And there's going to be a lot of tourism in Riyadh over this. Yes. Yes. It's huge for the city. Like
I can see anybody saying yes to it because exactly what you just said.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
What do you think? And we don't know the answer to this before this gets misconstrued. What do you think the price tag was for Riyadh?
Oh fuck, man. I know WrestleMania was 36 this year.
Money, money, money.
I
Son.
looked at tickets, man. I looked at tickets. I was like, seriously going to figure some way out to try to go until I seen those ticket prices.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. So I'm going to say at least 5. I'm going to say at least 5.
$5,000.
Think about that, guys. Like, if you want to go and get yourself a nice used car, you're going to expect to drop about 5 G's on down payment in order to keep yourself afloat.
Yeah. It's not cheap.
Or you can just go watch a wrestling event for one night.
Yeah. Yeah, you can either have livelihood or enjoy a 4-hour show. Listen, that's way too much money. That's way too much money. I think
way too much.
But the question I was asking, it wasn't about ticket prices, though, because I see why you went that way. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
How much money do you think Riyadh had to pay WWE to get that, to get WrestleMania in Riyadh?
I don't know. Is it so much a pay or they split dividends?
No, it's pay. It's pay. You pay to get WWE to come.
But if WWE's trying to expand, and clearly they are, it might not be. It may be a whole different like financial scheme than we know. Truthfully, guys, like we don't know.
Is it $1 billion deal?
Maybe.
Very
I would think
easily
so.
Could be, right?
I would feel at minimum probably 100 mil, at max $1 billion.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I think we'll find out later. Right now, I'm just speculating because that's what I do. Speculate wildly. It's one of Sam Roberts' rules, right? That's
right.
Important. That's important. Anywho, let's move on. Let's talk about Raw this week. What did you think of Raw overall before I go through this whole rundown of this card?
It was okay. It answered a lot of questions. We got a lot of good segments. The Becky and Seth and AJ and CM Punk segment was great.
Yeah.
They let AJ go on about talking about her mental illness for a little bit, and how she beat it, and how she overcame it, and what she's doing now to continue on.
I think that was the first time I have ever heard a therapy chant. So
right. Hey, she made sure they chanted, and they followed suit. She said, "Chant it, bitches," and they was like, "Therapy, yeah."
So, I agree. I think it was a pretty good show. Let's go over what happened. We got Bronze versus Usos announced for Palooza. We got AJ Styles taking on El Grande
Cheers,
Americano.
everybody.
He won. AJ in the commercial break, though, this was another piece of news. He goes on a rant to the crowd while the show's out to commercial. People in the business have said two things. One, this is a work. Or two, AJ went into business for himself. What do you think?
I think it's a work.
I think it's a work too.
And let me just kind of clear as to why. If not, and if it would have been legit, he would have lost that match.
I'm sorry. Here's the other thing. If it wasn't a work, it wouldn't have made it to WWE's YouTube.
That's fair. They're not going to let him go on a fucking tirade like that and let him basically defamate the company.
No.
You know? So,
No.
yeah, I have to wholeheartedly agree. I'm sorry, man. Keep going, though.
Do you believe there is someone in the back holding him down?
AJ?
Yeah. Nah.
AJ's getting old, bro.
That's too much, right? It's too much. He's not the guy for that story. I think
I
that they're...
apologize for saying that, but I mean, he's getting old. His momentum, I feel as though, has came and gone.
He's 48 years old. He said he wanted to be done by the time he was 50. I think we've got him for one more year. I think. So,
I mean, bro, fucking R-Truth is still going out there at fucking 60, so I mean...
Those are his words, though. Done at 50.
Yeah, right? Right.
Raquel got a win over Lyra Valkyria. And next week, we're going to get Lyra versus Roxanne Perez because of it,
Yep.
I guess. CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Lynch and Rollins at WrestlePalooza. That segment was absolutely amazing. Beautiful.
It was.
Rusev gets a win over Penta with the help from New Day and Grayson Waller, Big G. Asuka absolutely runs over Nikki Bella. Like, literally runs her down. And then Bronson Reed defeated LA Knight, which after that, Jimmy came down to make the save, and then LA Knight pulls out a chair, and he's like, we good? We good to Jay? Jay's in the corner, down. Comes up from the corner and spears LA Knight at the end of the show as credits are rolling. Do you think this is a heel turn, or is this just Jey Uso being frustrated?
No, Jay said he was good. When he speared him, he's like, no, now we're good.
Yeah.
Now, do I see Knight retaliating that? Yeah. And
Absolutely.
I see this kind of turning into a little mini feud, and could be an LA Knight turn and towards like Seth and the Brawns.
I don't think we need I don't think either character is going to turn heel on this. I think that Jey Uso is just acting like Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns told him to act like Roman Reigns. So,
yeah. And I mean, he's not wrong. Like,
no,
Jay could do it, but I think Roman's right. You're gonna have to grab some balls about you that continue on.
So that's pretty much it for Raw. I gotta say, Raw though, at 3.5, maybe a 4.
Maybe a 4.
Maybe a 4. I'll even let's call it in the middle.
It was a solid show, but I mean, it could have been better.
3.75. There you go.
3.75. I'll take that. I like that.
You want to take us into SmackDown?
All right, guys. SmackDown, as we know, comes to us this time from. Oh God, it was in Virginia. Fuck, what was the name of the place?
Oh, it's at the top.
I forgot.
Norfolk,
Virginia. Yeah, I can never remember the name of that damn place. And we used to live like 45 minutes from it. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
That's the bad part.
True.
So let's just go with the first thing. Booker T's on commentary for SmackDown. That's a little odd.
Yeah. Very much so.
Brock Lesnar opens the show. Before he can even really get anything out, R-Truth interrupted. Apparently, he is Ron Cena now. And is Cena's younger brother, although just in FYI, guys, Truth is like 10 years older than Cena. Just to FYI. Anywho, back to it. So he receives an F5 from Brock, and Brock like completely tears his pants. So he goes from being like completely heelish character to completely laughing his ass off because the pants ripped and you see his blue fucking tighty whities. And all he can do is laugh about it and say, I ripped my pants.
And
like,
it was
he
funny.
Looked like fucking SpongeBob going, because I ripped my pants. Like,
It was funny. It was great.
but
What do you want
it
me to
was
do
a
here?
decent segment. It was just I've obviously seen is not there. He's done with the SmackDown shit, so he's on Raw. So somebody had to come up to defend him, and they put Truth doing it.
Well,
However, this next thing we're gonna get into, we're kind of gonna get into for a minute.
oh, okay. All right.
They
Yeah.
do a little solo vignette where he basically says, I done so much to take over, blah blah blah, and then it all got ripped from me. I'm coming after the title, blah blah blah. Okay,
Yep.
so here goes the conversation, and please do us a favor. If you want to jump in on this, there is no wrong answer here. Everybody has their own opinion. You are more than welcome to come and join us up on the stage, chat live with us, or if you don't feel like coming up or feel comfortable coming on the stage, we completely understand. Do
Put it
us
in
a
the chat.
favor, hit us up in the chat.
Right there.
We will talk about it right now. Here comes the conversation. I believe that Solo Sikoa shouldn't be in the U.S. title picture. I feel as though he has the tools to be a main event, not to mention a faction to help him along the way.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
Hat
Yeah.
does not think that he is main event caliber, and he's going to explain to you as to why.
I think Solo Sikoa is mid card. I think he is not. He shouldn't even be in the United States title picture. He's got good mic work and he has a faction. Beyond that, like all I've seen with him in the past few years is work with the Bloodline, being the Bloodline's lapdog, and you know what? Same thing for Jacob Fatu, right? Same thing for Jacob. However,
And where's he at right now?
hold on, let me finish. Jacob Fatu has the momentum, he has the will of the crowd. Solo Sikoa, on the other hand, does not. Solo is not one of those people that you think, oh, he's going to be our WWE champion in a year or two. No, I know he probably will. I think Buddha's 100% right, and he will end up in the main event picture. I just don't think he's the same quality that we have had or can have. Why do you keep handing me Mickey Mouse? I don't want Mickey Mouse.
Okay, so can I kind of retort on this?
I expect nothing less.
My retort, I agree that in a couple years he probably will be main event champion or heavyweight champion or whatever.
Yeah.
However, I never said that it needed to be right now.
Okay.
Let him build.
Let me ask you
Give him
something.
time. Let him build.
If they was to put Solo Sikoa in a match with either Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes, do you think he would actually pick up a win?
He's faced both of them. He's got wins on both of them.
Today, right now.
Sure.
Sure. Why?
I mean, okay. It's just like it should. You brought up Jacob Fatu, so let's go ahead and use him as a perfect example. All that momentum, all that fire behind him. Guess who wins the title?
Same thing.
Solo.
Well, yeah.
No,
Solo.
Solo.
Solo won the title, yes.
And that's even with outside interference and help on both parts.
Sure. And then they
Solo was still
immediately
able to take that title. Now, Solo's already back into a vignette after losing and, ready to go. Where's Jacob? Ain't seen him in like 3 weeks.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know where Jimmy's at. Jimmy's helping Jay.
Yeah, Jimmy's on Raw. Jimmy's on Raw right now.
Again, I asked the question. Where's Jacob?
Jacob,
all this momentum you can't tell me that all this momentum just went, wee. You cannot tell me that.
No, I don't believe that for a second, and neither do you. I think he's took a couple weeks. I think he's took a couple weeks off, and there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there, and we're going to go. I'm not sure what video it is, guys, but there is a video that we kind of got into this conversation right here. And it was the fact of, yes, it's great that they can be able to request time off all the time. But if you're in main storylines to where you should be there on a weekly basis, you don't take fucking vacations. And I feel as though if this is a Jacob Fatu thing, he kind of just fucked himself.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I feel like.
okay. I think that Jacob Fatu will pick up his momentum right after WrestlePalooza. He's got nothing on the card for Palooza. I think he's going to be gone at least that long. When he comes back, I see him being put into the main event picture.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Mm.
Go ahead.
Okay, I can see your point. I can see where you're going from that. However, what better way to have Sami Zayn solidify that title reign than to have Jacob give him a good match?
I don't think they'll give Sammy a win over Jacob.
I think they will. Now, let me say that it could be because of outside interference, and it's happened with Sami Zayn most of his fucking career.
Sure.
But I do feel as though, like, if Jacob felt that his character wasn't attacked or downplayed or degraded or however you'd like to word it, I feel
Yeah.
as though he would take that loss. I feel as though Triple H would write that, or one of the writers would write that to make sure that Jacob still looked strong, but Sammy ended up taking the dub.
If he did lose, it'd have to be a protected loss. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. But anyway, that was the end of that. Again, if you want to elaborate or you want to add your opinion, the stage is open right now. Please come up. And if you don't feel like talking on the stage, burn that chat up and let's chat about it.
Or leave a comment down below. We accept those too. Let us know how you feel about Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa.
If you're watching this on YouTube later on, guys, make sure you hit those comments below. And we'll either we'll comment and bring it up to right there and there, or sometimes we take some of those comments and we might actually bring them onto the stream and just discuss them a little bit more.
Absolutely.
So if you'd like that to happen, leave us a comment on that YouTube video whenever it gets up, and we'll do something, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, so match one was the U.S. Open Open Challenge. It was Sami Zayn defending the title against Rey Fenix.
Now, I like what you said at the beginning of this match when we were watching it. It's not really an open challenge if the challenger is predetermined off screen.
Fair. Or backstage.
Yeah.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But anyway, this match was very high speed. It was very high impact. For Rey Fenix to still be getting his feet kind of wet in WWE, I feel as though he put on a very solid performance tonight against a very solid veteran in Sami Zayn. In the end, though, Sami Zayn's able to pick up the victory, followed from a helluva kick, I think's how he says it. I don't know. I thought it was just a hell of a kick, but whatever.
Yeah. Helluva kick.
So we got the Worlds Collide. We've got those people walking in because that actually took place right after SmackDown went off the air.
Right now.
And
it's happening
and
right
then
now.
we get a Wyatt 6 promo, which is actually just Bo Dallas and Eric Rowan talking about the Street Profits and
how they're breaking apart.
Yeah, which I mean is true. It is true.
Yeah.
So we will we'll let y'all know more on that as that unfolds.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, man. Can we address just for a second? Like, I know that the Wyatt Six have this whole mystique about them, but they're a pretty dominant force. I really kind of feel like when they do it, they are taking on Street Profits at Palooza, right? Is that the match?
I think that's the kind of the idea they're going with. Yeah.
I hope it actually makes it to the PLE card this time instead of being on SmackDown the day before. I'm over that.
I would love to see what attendance they're going to have for WrestlePalooza, and every one of them light up a damn cell phone for to be a Firefly for 30 seconds.
Next, we got a vignette backstage. It was B-Fab and Julia and what's her face, Kiana James.
There you go. You got it this week. Let's go.
Yeah, how about that? Basically, we have a match. We're gonna fight. It was not for the title. It never got started, so this really isn't match number 2. There was a beatdown, and then Michin comes out to make the save. I think we're going to end up with some sort of women's tag match, probably either next week or at Palooza. So
No, I'd say next week. I don't feel as though that's like main event worthy.
it's not. It's not.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
Aleister Black vignette on Damian Priest. This feud's been going on for a few weeks, and we're honestly, I'm getting kind of bored with it.
I'm bored. Yep.
They need to do something. They need to do something. A vignette every week is fine if there's a match to go with it. When there's not, and again, there was only 3 matches on this show. If that tells you anything, it just ugh. I can't get behind vignette after vignette after vignette and not having a match.
Well, then I'll tell you what. Why don't you get into probably the best match of the night, which is match 2?
I was getting there. Match number 2 again was the women's WWE Championship match. It was Tiffany Stratton taking on Jade Cargill. This was intense. I mean, it was very back and forth, very reversal heavy. It ended in a double countout, though, and a beatdown from Nia Jax, to which, if memory serves, you said, and I quote, "Bet we're going into a triple threat match. Bet we're going," and I could not agree more.
Okay.
And that's exactly what they'll do with it. I mean, like, some things are obviously written, and Nia Jax coming out there and sticking her nose in business that really don't belong just sets that up. The double count out, they're going to say, okay, they didn't get an actual finish to that match, and we needed a finish to that match. Nia sticking her nose in, let's just make it a triple threat for Palooza. That way, we got more asses in seats. Money makers.
Can I say, though, that nobody wins in this match? Tiffany Stratton, champion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has been champion. She's going to defend. Jade Cargill would be a shitty champion. We don't want that. Nia Jax has been a shitty champion. We don't want that. So
that's fair.
Tiff Stratton
has been the best champion that we've had in recent memory. Like,
yeah,
Becky Lynch took us through COVID. Like, honestly, fully through COVID. And after that, I mean, it's really been it's been Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
It's been Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
And it's been Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany Stratton is almost at a year holding that title. She is 15-0
what did
in
it say? It was
just
252
matches.
days today?
Yeah, 252. She's almost a year.
And then what you said, 15-0.
15-0 for the year, and that's not just title matches, guys. That's matches, period. So
and I'm gonna steal what he said and say that I wholeheartedly agree with what Hat said earlier, and that is a hell of a rookie year to have.
Yeah, no doubt. She's one of the few shining stars we got right now. Okay.
I mean, discussing that, Roxanne Perez is doing pretty good.
Sure.
Does she need to be in the Judgment Day?
No.
However, has it benefited her like going as a recruitment to full? Yes. Like, it's boosted her character build far none over.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Liv Morgan will be back very soon.
Yes, and when she does, I cannot wait. But they haven't really pushed that storyline on us as hard as I really thought they would. I mean, like, think about it. Think about when Liv was pursuing Dom.
Sure,
That shit was every week hardcore. Like, she was trying her best to get around that